What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Car Confections crib. It's been a while since you've been here for a virtual car unveiling, but now we're here for a very, very important vehicle. The Acura MDX is going to be all new for 2022, and it is bringing a lot of new technology, updated exterior styling to America's best-selling luxury three-row. So let's go ahead and check it out.
So this is technically a prototype, but in typical Acura and Honda fashion, pretty much expect this to be exactly what the production version looks like, because they typically just kind of put out a concept that looks very, very, very similar to the production version. And to start out with the exterior design, you can really see all those new Acura characteristics taking hold with the MDX as we expected. So up in the front, you've got the latest version of the Diamond Pentagon grille. You have those brand new Jewel Eye LED headlights with the new chicane daytime running light that looks kind of like what we saw with the TLX a few weeks ago.
And in addition to that, Acura also has really sculpted the hood. If you pay attention to what the new hood looks like, it has a lot of design characteristics within that. And they say that's to give it a more performance and muscular look to it. And I think that really does take hold in this all-new model, because the old one could kind of be classified as maybe mommy-esque kind of looking, and this new one definitely looks a lot more muscular and masculine. Now moving on from that front design, you have the side as well as the wheels, and on the prototype model that you're seeing now, it has 21-inch alloys with a really cool contrast design. I'm a huge fan of these, so Acura, please bring those prototype wheels over to the production model, because they look fantastic.
And as far as the back design, it of course also has a sportier look. And I will say that I really like the way that the taillights look. It seems like they're kind of have a better look to them, a little sleeker looking than what you have in the RDX and the new TLX. But let's go ahead and talk about what is probably the biggest change, and that is inside of the cabin. It's a full ground up redesign. There's nothing that's similar to the outgoing model, and I'm very happy about that. So some of the biggest things you're going to notice: the old infotainment system with the two screens, very slow and old-fashioned, completely eliminated. So we have the new Acura True Touch Response system on board, but we also have the largest screen that's available on any Acura product, which is 12.3 inches. Now in addition to that, you're also going to see a 12.3-inch gauge cluster. So this is the first full reconfigurable gauge cluster in an Acura product as well, and it does all the typical tricks that you expect, like change designs and stuff like that.
Now in addition to that, you're also going to have much improved materials. So the MDX was kind of a vehicle that showed its age in the types of materials used. So the previous generation just had soft touch plastic on the dashboard, and that is going to be gone for this all new model. As you can see right now, there's lots of leather across the dashboard. You also have just generous use of leather throughout the cabin. In addition to that, you're going to have premium open pore wood trim, aluminum Milano leather seats, and they do have a really cool stitching design. And another thing to mention about those seats is that it's going to have massaging as an option, which is going to be a first for the MDX lineup.
And it is also worth mentioning that, like Mason said about the outside, the extension and the length is going to give you more space at all the rows, but especially in the third row, which was very tight. If you've not been in the current generation MDX, it's definitely on the tight end, so hopefully we'll get that expanded out so that we can have, larger than little kids back there, be a little bit more comfortable for adults.
For sure. And also with the cargo measurements, Acura said of course, when you have a bigger wheelbase, you're going to have bigger cargo measurements. So all those who are looking to store stuff and haul stuff in your MDX, you're going to be pleasantly surprised with the benefits you see in this all new model.
Now, one of the most interesting things about the new generation of the MDX is this new emphasis on performance, which we've seen throughout the whole Acura lineup. So this current generation MDX, like Mason said, is rather just luxury oriented and kind of bland, but we're injecting a lot more performance with this new generation. So Acura's moved to a new platform for this generation. This is going to have a lot more performance in it because there's going to be a Type S introduced to the lineup that's going to come after the main model is introduced, but there will be a Type S, which of course is big news to the MDX lineup. Now Acura, being the concept vehicle, they didn't specifically say the power figures or anything like that, but we do know we have a 3.5 liter V6 engine, a 10-speed automatic transmission as the standard option, and then like I said, later on we'll have that 3-liter twin turbocharged V6 engine that's going to be shared with that TLX Type S brought into the MDX.
And the power on that is going to be 355 horsepower and 354 pound-feet of torque, and that model is also going to come standard with SH all-wheel drive. Now going along with that, this is also going to be the first ever MDX to have a double wishbone front suspension, which will improve ride quality and driving dynamics all in one. Now the pricing hasn't been announced for this all-new MDX. However, they do say when it's going to hit dealers, so the regular MDX model is going to hit in early 2021, and if you want that Type S, you're going to have to wait until summer of 2021, but I think it's definitely going to be worth the wait for that Type S if you're looking for a kind of performance-oriented 3-row. But anyway, guys, that's going to really conclude this first look review of the all-new Acura MDX. We really appreciate you tuning in, and of course we're going to have a full review on the channel as soon as this vehicle hits dealers or Acura is generous enough to send us one. So stay tuned for that. That'll have all the details you could ever want in it. But until then, hit that subscribe button down below, and we'll catch you next time.